All right, students. In this video, we'll bring together the order of operation problems that we've done in the past with the calculators that we're allowed to use now. Let's be clear. Even though we're using calculators, you still have to show your work. If you don't show your work, there's no credit for the assignment. Let's review an old friend of ours, PEMDAS, the acronym that gets us through order of operation problems, reminding us to do parentheses first, exponents second, multiply and divide next, although if you have both, go left to right, add and subtract last, and again, if you have both, go left to right. Here's a couple of nice examples, but there's decimals. So let's grab a calculator. Now it would be tempting to just type this in on the calculator, get a final answer and write it down. Some calculators are better at that than others. But that's not the point of an algebra class. In an algebra class, showing the work is the most important thing. Using the calculator just makes the computation easier. What I see in number 1 is subtraction and multiplication. I know in order of operations, we multiply first. So I'll multiply 6.4 times 2.9. That's 18.56. After I multiply, then subtract. Type in the 5.71 first. Subtract 18.56 is a negative 12.85. There's the way I want you to show your homework. Write the problem down, show the steps along the way, use the calculator to help out with the computation. Let's try number 2. In number 2, I have parentheses. I know that's the place to start. I'll copy the rest. On my calculator, I need 4.9 subtract 7.1 is negative 2.2. Next up, exponents. I need 0.8 squared. That's 0.8 times 0.8. All that's left now is to multiply. 0.64 times negative 2.2. When I use a calculator, I don't usually put the negatives in. I do the negatives in my head. 0.64 times 2.2 is 1.408, and a positive times a negative is a negative. Again, show your work just like this. Write the problem down, show each step, do the decimals on a calculator. For number 3, I'm going to copy the denominator, do the subtraction in the numerator. 0.325, whoops, let's try that again. 0.325 subtract 4.26 is negative 3.935. Now divide. Take that answer and divide by 5. Negative 0.787. Great. For number 4, let's start in the parentheses. I'll copy the 7/8. 3.7 minus 4.8. 3.7 minus 4.8 is negative 1.1. Copy that. And since we're using a calculator, let's change this fraction into a decimal. I'll go 7 divided by 8. 7 divided by 8 is 0.875. Now for my final answer, I'll multiply these together. 0.875 times negative 1.1. Again, when I multiply, I don't usually put the negative in. 0.875 times 1.1 is 0.9625, and a positive times a negative is a negative. Beautiful. All right, your turn to do some homework. Make sure you write the problem down, show all of your work, let your calculator do the computation. I've enjoyed working with you. I'll see you later on this week.